Alright, welcome to another edition of taking on the Elite Four and the Champion with yours truly, Tyler Francis, Pokemon Master. Alright, welcome fellow Pokemon trainers. This time we're going to be taking on Bruno, the Elite Four, the third person in the Elite Four. He is known for his fighting Pokemon, and that's just about it. So you're going to want to use some flying and some psychic type moves. So, if you've had to use a lot of your full restores or your max potions or your hyper potions or your revives, then I would definitely consider going wisely against Bruno and switching out Pokemon if you have to, because you want to conserve those until the end when you're facing Lance, more than likely. So, without further ado, let's get this battle on. Me personally, I think it's rather disrespectful for him to be sitting down while we're in a battle. I mean, that's just showing that he thinks I'm weak and really doesn't need to use any power to get past me here. So, without further ado, let's use some Mewtwo here, use Psycho Cut. If you're noticing this correctly, if you were a Pokemon trainer of many generations, you will notice this Pokemon from the third generation, which would be Ruby and Sapphire, and also Emerald. So, Hariyama, might want to use one of your stronger attacks on him. I'm just going to go and throw out a Psychic there, because Hariyama also has a strong defense. And it's super effective. That's what we like. And Mewtwo's up to level 74. That's always good. It's gonna send out Machamp, which pretty gruesome looking dude if you're asking me. I mean, dude's got 4 arms, he's got a belt, but what he doesn't know is I'm going to take that belt from him right now and show him who's boss. So if you're using either flying or psychic type, just keep using that, because all of his Pokemon are fighting type. So you're going to be wanting to use some flying and some psychic, definitely, because they are super effective. So he's going to send in Lucario, which I had no idea was a fighting type Pokemon. I thought he was psychic myself. But just to get rid of him, we're going to use a psychic. If you're using flying, then I would suggest Fly or Aeroblast or another move like that. And we get a retaliation from Lucario over here. That Iron Tail. Oh my goodness. A critical hit. Would you imagine that, folks? And just to be expected, Bruno used a full restore. It's also good that I was expecting that, and also used Psychic, my more powerful move than Psycho Cut. More than likely, a trainer will not use more than one full restore on one Pokemon at a time, so if you get to the point at the end where you bring it back to its original its HP is in the red, where you brought it before it used the full restore, then I would suggest using the weaker moves so you save your stronger moves for stronger Pokemon, or when your opponent's HP is all the way at the beginning. I'm going to use some Psychic here. And as you can see, it's super effective. He's about to send in a Hitmonchan. So, nothing is really different from any of his Pokemon. Like I said before, all of his Pokemon are fighting types, so your best bet is going with a Flying or Psychic, but if you don't have either of them, I would suggest using anything but Bug, Rock, and Dark, because all of those are not very effective. So if you don't have any Psychic or Flying type moves or Pokemon, then I would definitely suggest not using Bug, Rock, or Dark. And he's going to ramble on here for something else about being embarrassed, which he should be. I mean, just got his butt whooped again for like the 5th time. So, stick with me as we go through the 4th member of the Elite Four, and I will keep you posted. And until then, continue becoming that Pokemon master.